running at them. Oh, we got baited for a second there. It's the Coke Ball.
I thought it was just like a nice shout out to Gen G from this morning, but
okay, this makes more sense. Now I understand the Nautilus Rakan bans, because if they blind the Nautilus...
BDS, Zeri and Kai'Sa both have very effective range, thanks to the W from the Kai'Sa and just, well, the damage that comes out from Zeri.
This tower, Crownie and Lebrov will back away. TP invested by G2 as he's going to charge behind the tower. Flash Magnet Storm. Crownie trying to get away, but there's no time on his flash. Still 7 seconds away from safety as G2 open up the scoring in this game.
It's such Drake should slow G2 down a little bit. Mikyx looking for a fight.
It's going to be a collapse. Mikyx overstepping because the rest of G2 are on their way to collapse to this. You can see Yike coming in. Nuke dives forward with the killer instinct. And now Yike is in a perfect position for the engage. Caps coming in from the side as well. And Crownie is immediately locked up, stunned up, and shut out of the fight. He's got 200 HP left, but not for long as G2 collapse.
BDS tried to make a play, forcing Mikyx out of that tri-bush. And as much as they're there first with the killer instinct from Nuke, Mikyx just flashes out, and then they're all stacked up. Sheo might die as well if the chain connects. He's going to miss the first one there. His Cap doesn't have a second ready. Flashes away from the Rel W. Should be all right by the looks of it.
Just a couple of crits jumping in though, right? Yeah, static.
Mikyx were overextending. They thought that maybe they could get a punish. There was a window to get it. But then the collapse from Yike and Caps was absolutely devastating, as BDS couldn't disengage in time. And you just look at the bottom of your screen. I don't know if... he can.
BrokenBlade dominance. The bear trap on the BrokenBlade can drop the aggro, jumps up Skull, and it's a solo in the top lane.
That was so clean by BrokenBlade. Just Kled mechanics coming out, making sure that on the remount follows through with the ult.
2 wins in favor of G2, and then this year 7 wins to 1.
Yeah.
And now Nuke is in danger.
He's in a lot of danger as BrokenBlade starts to collapse. The killer instinct out, but Yike once again. Magnet Storm just a little bit short, but the charge coming in from the Kled should mean that Nuke can't get away from this. BrokenBlade going for Sheo first as they lock him up underneath the tower. Next up, concussive blows for the CC, and Nuke will fall to the bear trap. 5 kills now for Kled.
To see some KTT1 level of steals in order to drag this
I'm just going to say, I watched the LCK finals earlier today. Spoilers, Gen G won 3-0. That finished 5 hours ago, and I think that was less over than this game already is, okay? You can put all the hope you want into BDS, but G2 just tower died for an absolute year, and they're the ones getting out alive. And it is Adam getting locked up. He pops the Dominus, just about able to escape with the wild growth. Lebrov forced up towards the top.
Hold up, Fennec. Hold up.
Crownie has an opportunity here as BrokenBlade's forced low, but the unbreakable wall comes in now.
Caps
and G2 exactly that. Caps will get shut down. BDS. It was a quick cast to curse.
That was a huge one.
I'm an ambassador for Team BDS.
No, I know. You just gave Kai'Sa 2 shutdowns.
Yes, I knew it all along. You just never lose faith.
Prized. BrokenBlade 5-0, 1.5k gold up. Look at the levels though. Adam's almost level 14.
Over Yike. Flashing forward, here's the charge as well. Lebrov tries to flash away. They need to get behind anyone to escape. Crownie has to flash the wall. Adam looking for a flank position. Pop the Dominus already, but can't get in there yet. Root caller only onto Mikyx as the Riptail charges into the mid lane.
What use though? What? How many ultimates we saw? Rela? Adam?
BrokenBlade. Not quite dismounted yet.
Yeah, they got Zeri summoners. I think that's what G2 wanted. Looking at this mid tower too, but BDS are actually, they got some damage, you know, if G2 overextend and don't get that kill.
Hex flash from Yike into the Shadowing Strike, and that's enough to take out the Lulu. Adam forced under the towers. Crownie kills Caps. The lightning crash, a little bit more damage than Caps expected.
Get a free tower in the top lane. BDS now want to try and trade this for the tier 1 in mid. I don't think Hans and Mikyx will have the wave clear.
Going, Adams and behind Summer trying to get onto that backline, stunned up with concussive blows though, and the Magnet Storm will lock him up for days. Adam doing everything he can, but he can't do enough as the charge comes in from BrokenBlade. He jumps onto Crownie, no summoners left on the Zeri right now. The living artillery almost finds his mark, but can't quite find his man. Nuke forced away as well, flash forward from Hans Summer, but the concussive blow is stunned, and that's 2 for G2.
Looks like they're going to move towards Baron as well. Sheo's alive and he has the smite, but his bot lane is so low HP. They have no wards, no vision, nothing at all. And
on her back, she will...
Is that intended?
I have no idea, but it was cool in the moment, and I said it, you know?
Yeah. Cool spot.
Daisy goes into the bush, trying to be stealthy. Fails her sleight of hand check as they're locked up here. So much damage already coming out from G2. Adam's still healthy enough though as BrokenBlade takes the tower. Crownie dashes across the wall. The cleanse has been used as Caps goes in once again. Yike tanks another tower shot, and G2 able to get one kill out of that fight. Let's be honest, they're not Chovy. Caps has always been good at CSing.
Hansama doesn't have it. He's doing
Hansama doesn't have it.
Credit to Hansama. Great job. Hansama CSing like a champ.
Mikyx ults this game, he just pressing him.
Charge in once again, Lebrov already down to a 3rd HP as BrokenBlade looks for Adam. The blast cone gets him away from that bear trap on a rope. He's trying to escape. The poachers, though, continue to collapse in as Mikyx goes forward. BrokenBlade once again, the frontline Adam with a stopwatch as Caps looks for that flank position. BDS all hailing the retreat. Will manage to escape, only slightly scathed.
Might be Baron time for G2. BrokenBlade has the TP if he wants to remount. Question is, can BDS get there in time? Adam has TP, so maybe it's a bit of a risky call. Looking for a turn here in one of the bushes, maybe if BDS face check, but Yike should go over the wall.
Nu going in with a killer instinct.
My god.
3-item Kai'Sa still, even with the nerfs, does a huge amount of damage.
Yeah, maybe they're going to call the Baron off after that one. BDS, you can see 3 items on the AD carries.
TP. He's going to the bottom lane.
Is that Caps?
It's Caps,
yeah,
in fact, just pushing
push.
in.
Lich Bane.
Nuke is back to answer, though. And he has a TP of his own, so he could join the fight if it begins. Adam has Flash here, no Dominus for 8 seconds time. The Necton ultimate can be very powerful in fights like this. BDS, no vision in the pit, no control wards for them either. They're putting the bushes in to try and garner a little bit of sight. But soon those will fall down. And with the charge coming in, Yike going in, the Magnus Storm as well. Hansama starts to open up across the wall and already Lebrov is down. There's 2, there's 3, G2 don't even need their mid laner to help them clean up the fights. Crownie flashes away, BrokenBlade dismounted in the middle of his charge. Crownie with a lightning crash might try and turn this one back around. BrokenBlade, a 1/3 of that bar built up to remounting, but the Baron aggroed still, and Hansama takes it out.
G2 split the damage sources of BDS, showing a lot of respect to BDS and saying, you know what, this game has gotten late enough. We have to respect the damage.
Nuke and Lebrov separated from their team. The killer instinct from Nuke into a flash away from BrokenBlade. Lebrov on the wrong side of the rift right now, though. He needs to rejoin with his squad. The Baron buff pushes in. G2 don't have a wave in the top lane, but Caps has one in the mid. And he's looking to make it 2 inhibitors to his name in this game.
Oh, Lebrov's flanking.
Polymorph. Serenia's Polymorph. He can't get in range. Not quite close enough. And G2 will use that opportunity to open up the top side of the map. BDS really only with their Nexus towers left to defend. Lebrov has to flash the bear trap. Glacial Fissure was coming out as well. All 3 inhibitors down now. And it took him a little bit longer than I think we expected, but G2 should be able to close this one out from here.
A one-sided affair, it largely feels, from G2 outside of a couple of plays where they got a little too over-aggressive. They're looking to end game 1 right here, right now.
Adam flashes in, stunned up immediately, but there's just no damage from the rest of the team. Hansama spitting fire and taking out all of BDS. BrokenBlade 805, he went legendary on this Claire. Does G2 go legendary in game 1?
An impressive performance from G2. A very slow first 10 minutes of the game, but the second that TP was unlocked, we saw the TP play down bot, and then it was just kill after kill after kill, the way in which G2 kind of snowballed that early game. And as we mentioned, outside of a couple of plays where they got too over-aggressive, they gave BDS a couple windows, even after those mistakes, they seemed to adapt well, and then find ways to close out the game. The Baron never really felt like that it was a threat of being flipped. And overall, a very impressive game 1.